What's up fam, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you two different ways to set up a leopard gecko enclosure. First, I will show you my male leopard gecko, Ozzy. He is actually going to be upgrading to a 40-gallon, so let's get right into it. Just upgraded my bearded dragon into a massive enclosure, so that led me to having this open 40-gallon. As much as I wanted to get a new baby, I knew that my leopard gecko Ozzy would definitely take full advantage of this tank. Let me give you a little bit of information about Ozzy. He's definitely a lot bigger than your average leopard gecko. I wouldn't call him a giant, but he's just a really big male. Ozzy definitely has a big personality. He loves to adventure off, so I knew that this switch from a 20-gallon long to a 40-gallon would be awesome for him. First got my leopard gecko, I was using Repticarpet for the substrate, and I realized how expensive that got, and I went to Joann's and bought so much of it in bulk. I stopped using Repticarpet and was only using cabinet liners, but since I have so much of this carpet laying around in my house, I decided to use it on this 40-gallon, especially because this 40-gallon is going to require so much room to get covered. This is a really nice carpet that I got. It was expensive, but the reason why I like it, it won't snag its nails. I usually don't like Repticarpet just because it gets stinky. It's expensive, but since I have so much of this laying around, I decided to go for it. Picked up this super cute mat from the Dollar Tree. I am going to put his calcium bowl on top of it. Hopefully this will eliminate him making such a mess out of his calcium powder. Since this enclosure is going to double size of his last 20-gallon long, it is super important that I just add a lot of hides, a lot of branches, a lot of fake plants. Wait till you guys see what I do, just so he could feel super secure in this big enclosure. So not every leopard gecko is the same. I do want to let you guys know that my male Ozzy, he is adventurous, he's outgoing. I knew he would thrive really well in such a big enclosure. But like my other guy, Elvis, that you are going to see soon, I think he would kind of be stressed out in such a big enclosure. So it is up to you guys as a reptile parent to decide if this would be the best decision or not. I think this has literally been the best thing. I see this guy running from A to B all the time. So you guys just know your leopard gecko best. DIY'd this moist hide. I usually catch him all the time in his moist hide, so I'm thinking him having a bigger one, he will take full advantage. We want to mention on the left side of the enclosure is where his heating pad will be. Grab a large fake plant to cover up that moist hide. That way he could just feel super secure. Typically, most fake plants are bendable, so don't be afraid to bend them up the way that they would fit your enclosure and make them look as nice as they can. Guys, so that is it for the 40-gallon. I am pretty stoked with how it all came out. I did add some extra ledges, that way I took full advantage of the height. My Ozzy likes to climb, so I think he will love this. Next step is to just grab that sassy boy and see what he thinks. him in size to my hand just to show you how big he actually is. Five minutes later, I catch this guy out exploring his new big enclosure. You guys just enjoy these cute clips of him just being a complete dork, trying to climb up on everything. Number one reason I was so excited to upgrade Ozzy into this 40-gallon was because I would be able to upgrade his dig box. He had a super small Tupperware dig box in his 20-gallon. The boy loves to dig, so I got to upgrade his dig box as well, and I caught him actually using it. Some leopard geckos just have the natural instinct to want to dig. I offered it to him when he was just a small little lizard, and he's been using it ever since. So maybe if you offer it to your guy, they might take advantage of it as well. Ozzy decided to get a little defensive over his dig box, so I decided to leave him alone after this, but check out his tail. Later on that night, I did offer him some food and he took it without a problem. So that goes to show that this was a stress-free transition, which I was super happy about. If your leopard gecko is, like Ozzy, he might enjoy 40 gallons. So your leopard gecko the best. I would just suggest giving him a lot of places to feel secure and hide in.
What we do here is go back.
Let's move on to my boy Elvis. He is in your classic 20-gallon long, and for substrate, I like to use cabinet liner. comes to enrichment, I like to take full advantage of this enclosure, so I like to add levels. I found these cool little wood desk-like plant holders, I guess you would call them, at my local Dollar Tree, and this will just add a little bit of a level to his enclosure. I know that these Zilla hides can get kind of pricey, but let me tell you, this is Elvis's favorite thing in his enclosure, and he never does have stuck shed, so I do highly recommend looking into it, and they just do look really nice. Have 3 hides, his warm hide, his cool hide, and his moist hide, along with his dig box. So it does take me a while to rearrange and figure out where everything gets placed, but that just goes along with the beauty of doing these enclosures. You just make it till it works. Elvis is a lot smaller than Ozzy. He has a smaller dig box, so I did add that to the left corner, along with a top little cave for him to climb up on, and on the right side will be where his warm side is, where his heating pad will be. Uses the restroom on the left side of his enclosure, so I will just add a paper towel right there along with his calcium dish. I did forget to add the water dish, but I did add a water dish. Do not forget to add water for your leopard gecko, because that's how they like to get their water.
Yeah.
My little guy Elvis. The next step is just to add him into his new enclosure and see what he thinks about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Seemed to be adapting well. I just wanted to give him his own little space to explore on his own, and I will check up on him in a little bit. Elvis checking out his new dig box, so it just goes to show that some leopard geckos really enjoy their boxes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and follow me on Instagram because I post a lot about my babies. These are 2 examples on how to set up a leopard gecko enclosure. I hope you guys learned a little bit, maybe got a DIY trick, maybe add a dig box to your gecko enclosure. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.